Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome. I am just another Pokédad, and if you know where I stole my intro from, you are my kind of geek, and I say geek lovingly. Well, we are on the eve of Crimson Invasion's release, so I wanted to preview my first Crimson Invasion based deck. This is using Buzzwole GX, who is obviously one of the heavy hitters out of the set. Everybody's ready for him, and he's coming out in the Ultra Beast box, so he's going to be easy to get if you want to pay for him that way, but should mean that he's in decent supply. So he's got 190 HP. He's a basic, which is nice, so it's pretty high. Puts it out of the one-shot range of, anything without the choice band, like Bulu or whatever. With the choice band, he's still a little under that. But he's got some good attacks. Jet Punch is a really nice one for one energy attack. Does 30 to the active and 30 damage to one of their bench. So for a first turn attack, that's really solid. It can help against, setup decks. If you start hitting Ralts and Cosmogs or Matangs, you'll be doing well. Knuckle Impact for 3 strong energy, or fighting energy, 160 damage, and he can't attack next turn. We're going to deal with that in this deck pretty easily, actually. And then his Absorption GX is a decent GX. It's 40 damage for each of your remaining prize cards. So it's an early game GX, which isn't terrific if they are not starting with their own GX out. You don't want to waste that on something small, but you have to use that GX early game. So it's not the best, but it's got some power. So that's the main attacker in this deck. Sorry. Focus there. All right. And we're running 4 copies. And then we're going to be backing that up with Silvally GX. And we've got 2 type nulls. The basic 110 HP, 2 colorless, armor press, 30 damage, and during your next turn, this one takes 30 less damage. And then Slash and Claw for 3 colorless, 70 damage. That's not an attack you're really ever going to use. You got type null just so you can get Silvally out. Silvally, my focus is not coming into focus here. Sorry. Is the second stage. So, Gyro Unit, the ability, your basic Pokemon in play have no retreat cost. That is how Buzzwole is going to get around his second attack. You're going to try and get 2 Buzzwoles loaded up and then just switch them back and forth. Free retreat and keep using that attack. Or you're going to load up Silvally and use the free retreat of Buzzwole to bring Silvally up. Turbo Drive for 3 colors. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. That is great. Does 120 damage on top of it. And then Rebel GX is 50 damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So there's one that's going to punish a full bench. And that's a great any time in the game GX move. And, if they fill up their bench, you're going to be doing 250, which is a knockout on anybody, really, just about. So Silvally is a great, strong secondary attacker in this deck. So we're running 2 copies of Silvally. And then we're running 1 Zoroark GX. So a Zora and then a Zoroark GX, who is going to be one of those, probably fits into every deck. But trade is such a great ability. So you can discard a card from your hand to draw 2 cards. That And then riotous beating is a great attack. For a double colorless, you do 20 times the number of your Pokemon in play, so it can be 120 if you get a full bench. Trickster GX is a fine GX move, but we're not running any energy that can power it, so you're not going to worry about that. Really, you've got the trade and the riotous beating plus a 210 Pokemon. And then, of course, Lele. 3 copies of Tapu Lele in this deck we are running. And then 1 copy of Oranguru. And Oranguru is in there to get around mini Ninetales, but also to give you a little extra draw power. Okay, so that's your Pokemon line. And then we're going to run 4 copies of Max Elixir, because Buzzwole you want to power up quickly, and he's a basic. So that's a great way to get the energy onto Buzzwole. We are running 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Then we are running 3 Fighting Fury Belts. And this is because Buzzwole, again, is only 190. So a Fighting Fury, and he's a basic, so that's great. Gives him the extra 10 to the attack. That puts him up to 170 on his big attack, or 40 on his base. And then puts him at 230, which is a good, strong number for the HP. So we're running 3 Fighting Fury Belts. For Silvally, we're running a Psychic Memory to be able to hit for weakness on things like Espeon and GX and Necrozma, or not Necrozma, or maybe Necrozma, I don't remember, but Garbodors and things like that, you're going to hit them for weakness, which is nice, being able to add that in. Anybody that's weak to Psychic. We are running 2 copies of Choice Band, and then 2 copies of Field Blower, because again, this runs off abilities with Silvally and Zoroark, so you don't want to be susceptible to Garbotoxin. We're running 1 copy of Scorched Earth, so we can discard a Fighting Energy and draw 2 cards. 1 copy of Chaos Tower, just to be able to get rid of a couple, run up against Nihilego or something. We're going to run 4 copies of Guzma. This helps set up, just in case Silvally's not available for the free retreat, you can start Guzmaing things. Or if you need to, if you use free retreat, but you end up with Silvally or Zoroark in your active and you want to get them out, that's going to be, plus you get to pick and choose who you're going to smack around a little bit. We're running 1 copy of Bridget. And then because I want to start trying these cards out to see, I'm just testing a little bit, we're going to run 1 Gladion. He's a new one. Look at your face down prize cards, put 1 into your hand, and then shuffle Gladion into your remaining prize cards and put them back face down. In a deck where, if you prize your Zora or your Zoroark or one of your Silvallies or your Nulls or, anything that you need, this can help if you prize it. It could be a good card. I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. This is, my first test at this. Same goes with Lucamine. Put any 2 in combination of supporter and stadium cards from your discard into your hand. A way to get supporters back from your discard, you got to give it a shot. And then we're running 3 copies of Professor Sycamore, 2 copies of Ninja Boy. And I made a video earlier about Ninja Boy and Lele. And that's really the key, is 1, you get to recycle Lele's. You play Lele to get your Bridget out. And then you draw into a Ninja Boy later, you you get Lele out of the way, you can bring you could bring another Buzzwole in, you can get your Oranguru, your Zora, whoever. It's a great way to get Lele back into your deck, but also to set yourself up when you're running low on bench space. And then we're running 3 copies of N. And then for energy, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighting energy, 4 double colorless, and 4 strong energy. And the thing about the strong is it can only go onto your Buzzwoles in this deck, but it's going to give them 20 more damage. So that 160 becomes 180 with the Fighting Fury Belt. That's 190. You got 2 of them on there, and that's 210. You know, so you're going to be hitting for some damage if you get this out. It is special energy, so it's susceptible to a few things like Grandpa, enhanced hammers, etc., etc. Sorry, I'm going to try and focus in here, there. But that's the deck. When I can, I'm going to build it online, and I will try and play a few matches with it, and we'll see how it goes. If you have any suggestions, you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. All your thoughts. Post them down below. Let me know what you think. I think this is going to be a fun deck to play with. I don't know where it will lie in the competitive realm, but we will see. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like videos. We will be giving away a Zoroark GX box once I hit 100 subscribers. So please comment, like, and subscribe, and you'll be entered to win. Thank you very much for watching. Please be kind, be happy, and be nice.